Okay, welcome. Hi. Sasuke
Hi.
is really cool.
Sasuke is really cool. Sakura, the beautiful.
Sakura, the beautiful. Hi, welcome. What is this? Be short, do crime, head shine. Oh
Look,
yes,
I was
do
the one who
crime.
made that, okay? I wouldn't have added that last part on the end, but...
I love the bald Oshio.
No, someone redeemed it today, and I was stuck as bold Oshio for
It's
so long.
it's literally the best thing you've ever conjured, and I don't think you can ever surpass that.
No,
I think you're stuck. That was your magnum opus, and I think you're
opus
stuck.
can't be Bolgio, no.
Yes,
Please.
it is. It is indeed. Spyro, mute yourself because there's feedback.
I'm just gonna lower the volume.
Okay, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to do the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Amara Angels. I didn't get that wrong. Sasuke...
You almost said Talia. You almost said Talia Misfits.
Yeah. I miss it. It's been 12 episodes. It's been 12 episodes.
You miss the Misfits?
Wait, did...
I miss the Misfits, yes.
Hang on, one second. Wait, someone just raided me.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, it's so awful when that happens.
I'm over on a friend's stream.
Oh no! Poor thing.
We're doing D&D. Let me send you that way. Hang on, I'm gonna do a second raid. Here we go.
Hell yeah! Second raid.
Double raid. All right, one second.
Double raid.
This is so funny.
Double raid all the way.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
What does it mean?
Here we go.
Oh yeah, because they totally expected to watch D&D right now, I guess. Suddenly, 2 raids. Oh my.
Oh my. Okay, I'll let the raid thing count down a second.
All right. I'll wait for the second raid to do the intro.
Yeah, do the intro. Yeah.
No, I'll wait.
Oh, you wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, let's wait.
You've got like a minute because I'm gonna let it count down so they can Actually, I'll just read now.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Go wait. Whatever you want.
Now.
Everyone here, behave. Everyone that's already here, behave. I want you all in your best behavior.
Here we go. I'm going to send them in now. I'm sending you over now.
Hell yeah. I want all of you on your best... Yes, beehive. Yes. Yes, Caroline.
There we go.
Oh,
damn,
boy.
The double ocean raid.
The double ocean. I think this is a first for me. Slight detour. Yes, wonderful. This is amazing. I love this. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in.
Welcome, Raiders. Ema, can I just take a moment to thank Ema?
Go on.
Ema, thank you so much for the raid. By the way, if you guys don't know, Ema just raided into me. Hello, I'm normally OceanX, retro animated magical wheel VTuber, but right now I'm the green goblin over on the left of the screen.
Don't call yourself the Green Goblin. You're gonna get Marvel on our asses.
Pictures of Spider-Man.
I'm something of an archaeologist myself.
Oh no! All right, but welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Well, thank you for the raid, Ema. Thank you for the Ocho raid, and then the double raid into me. Hi, this is D&D. We are nerds, and we like to play D&D and throw dice. And
D&D.
Yeah, we're pretending to be people, like VTubers do. But yes, hi, welcome.
If you guys don't know Ema. Ema is an amazing streamer. Ema's really awesome. He's currently doing a subathon because he recently got back from Japan. And he streams all sorts of things. He does amazing art. His
Let me
streams
give- let me
are
give
so
it-
fun. His
Let me give him a shout out.
honestly,
Damn. Is this what they call
streams
crackhead?
are some of the most
Watch this.
creative and entertaining
You'll never see it coming.
streams, like I've ever seen.
You'll never see it
I'm
coming.
a huge Ema fan.
You'll never see it coming.
Hell
Please,
yeah.
if you're not watching already, please go and follow Ema.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yo, you heard it here. Go check out Ema. Go get follows are free. What the hell? Come on.
That's true.
It's
Why would
it's
you do
so
that? Why would you
easy.
do
It's
that?
so easy to get to give someone a follow. Go on, do it. But yeah. So shenanigans aside, wonderful shenanigans aside. Hi, welcome. Tonight is another exciting episode of Amara Angels. We are here for episode 12 of season 1. It's already been 12 episodes, and
It's crazy.
don't know how. Yeah, it's crazy how you're still alive. I mean, it's not for lack of trying, I know. Well, first of all, I'm joined by Ocean X, which I believe
Bye.
you either were in their stream or you were going to raid into their stream. So I think you kind of know. But yeah, hi Ocean.
X, hello.
Yeah, Ocean X. We also have Savian. Hi, Sev.
Hey, paisanos! It's time for the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Of course,
Yeah.
I was waiting for one of you to do
Do
that.
the Mario.
RB, give us a normal hello.
Hi, everyone.
There we go. RB's gonna do this every single time. And finally, we have Spyro Proxy. Hi, Spyro.
Hi guys.
I'm waiting for the awful pun.
No, you took those for granted.
now you miss them massive. Now
Wow!
you miss them.
Wow.
I actually-
Okay.
I actually usually I test those in my WoW raiding group, and the one that I had prepared just it was just so embarrassing. I won't say it.
You test them like you test them in WoW and just see if anyone just types HA.
I mean,
Yeah.
in chat.
if it's cringe for WoW, it's even cringier for everyone else. So
Yeah, exactly. That's
okay,
why.
cool. Also, you will notice in the redeems there is a little button called hero points or villain points. You can redeem those to help the players get rerolls if you so wish, or
No, there's no or. There's no or.
Or-
You can only help the players with rerolls.
or I can, motherfucker, I can mute you if I want. You know that. Or you can redeem a villain. Thank you, Lils. So, in case you don't know, Captain Leah over there, along with Spyro, is one of my oldest players/friends, and I used to DM her for like 8 years, as well along with Spyro, and now she is helping me out because she is wonderful. Thank you, Lils. Yes.
Is she here? Oh, little say.
Yeah, Captain Leah. There we go. That's Lils. But yes, because I'm evil. Yes. Yes, thank you.
What has
So-
I?
what this means for those that Silas, it's fine. Just follow again. It's fine.
Just follow again, yeah. Don't worry about it, dude.
Don't worry about it. What this means is I now have the ability to reroll either my die or a die or a player die, which is so much fun. It's so much fun. But yes.
No, wait, no. Villain point doesn't let you reroll our dice.
So anyway, in the last episode of Amara Angels, a crime was done. Well, first of all, some potatoes were peeled, as Gala and Sherry tried to infiltrate the Lord's castle.
Gala is so generous. I can't believe that she broke into the castle just so that she could peel some potatoes.
Ah, yes, indeed. Also, Sherry also broke into the castle just so she could
Get mauled by a griffin.
Exactly. Just so she could get mauled by a griffin. But the party did gather a fair bit of information after a lot of shenanigans that happened in the castle itself, and they managed to get away for now. And meanwhile, the rest of the party went on a not-so-criminal adventure to the church, where they read scrolls and old books.
Where they didn't do crime, but they did consider doing
They
crime.
did consider doing crime, yes.
One of us considered doing crime.
What
One of us was caught doing a crime. That's what
yes,
happened.
that's what happened. One of you was caught doing a crime and then regretted it because he was being judged. Yes, reading, the
Exactly.
biggest crime of all. But
I liked that the ones who broke into the castle and caused an enormous uproar didn't get caught, and then the one that just walked into like an abbey or whatever, the library there,
yeah,
got caught by just basically just giving themselves up, honestly.
yeah,
By an accomplice.
yeah.
Caught by an accomplice.
I mean,
We were caught. We were caught by the great detective known as our conscience.
but yes,
What's that?
RV's
After-
conscious.
yes, but after the party came together with the information, they sat down at their tavern, discussing all the little clues about the destination that they were able to gather. It is late afternoon. It is sunset at this point. So you can choose to go to bed, just grab something to eat and then call it a day. Or if there's anything else you wish to do before that, that is up to you. You're still sitting down at the table, finishing up a early dinner. And, licking your wounds because two of you were very fucked up. So, what do you wish to do?
Well, I mean, I think Nala's probably going to bed.
Okay.
Sherry will go to bed to sleep off her
Yeah.
griffin wounds.
Yeah.
Ah,
Gala has a gaping hole from a rapier or whatever it was that needs some.
Oh,
it just needs to be
it was
slept off.
it was a long sword. It was a thickum of a long sword.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Catch you later, Ema. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it.
Bye. Thank you. God damn, 6 a.m. That is early. Yeah, go
Yeah,
sleep.
Ema's over
Go sleep.
in Australia.
Oh, I was about to. Oh, it's not a knife. Oh, this is a knife. It's the best. But yeah, all right, whatever. Let's not make Ema hate me right on the first meeting. But yes. So, two of you are going to bed. Are the other two also going to bed? I do want to remind you, Agror said that he would be leaving in the morning.
Yep. Gonna go get that armor and go visit the general store of the
Right now?
dwarfs. I mean, yeah. I mean, if we're leaving
Okay.
first thing in the morning, then
Okay, just checking. So, Violet is going to get the armor. What about Azure?
Sure is going to stay a little bit in the tavern,
Okay.
Reading or medicine book.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But after Violet comes back, she's going to bed.
All right. Cool. So Violet, you head over to the. I need to open up my sheet on not Blaneport. It's Griffin Crest. What the fuck am I doing? Give me a moment. You go to Fallon's Mart. Go get Fallon Strongheart's. Go to Fallon Strongheart's shop. So, as you arrive, you are greeted by the big smiling face of the old dwarf who looks upon you. And goes, ah, all right, there you are. The armor. Hey, that's what you're here for.
Yes, if you have it.
Hey, yes, I managed to get a friend to sell me one of his armors for cheap, and well, here you go. It's just a normal leather armor, nothing special about it. It should be your size. I assume it's not something that's very difficult to try to adjust. If you're willing to spend a day or two in town, we can work it a little bit better, but it should be able to fit for now.
I think I'll do just fine. Thank you very much.
Hey, no problem at all. As I said, free of charge. You did save our lives.
Yes, thank you. I had one other question while I'm here.
Hey, go ahead.
Of you. So, as we told you before, we were looking into about like the Temple of Bones.
Hey.
I was curious if there was any other notable regions around that part, like any areas or landmarks. We know about the wyverns along one path to get there, and there's also a forest of spiders, but I didn't know if there was anything else, not in the temple area itself, but around that was particularly noteworthy.
Well, that's the thing, lads. The Forest of Kyra pretty much encompasses all of it. Nobody's been into the Forest of Kyra, so if there's anything in there, if there's anything around it, it should be in the Forest of Kyra. But fuck if I know. There's nothing in, as far as I know, there's nothing in the what we call the Edge Road. The little strip of land, of rock that leads around the Forest of Kyra to the Temple of Bones. There shouldn't be anything around there, but in the Forest of Kyra, I don't know, honestly. It's been, as far as I know, a long time since anyone's been in there.
I understand. Even just knowing that much is really helpful. I appreciate it.
Hey. Also, remember you said something about looking for work?
Oh yes.
Right. You went to see the Enchanter, right?
Yes, we did speak with him briefly. Yeah.
Hey,
Aurelo, what his name, I believe.
Yes, Aurelo. So I met with Aurelo a couple of hours ago. He asked me to tell you if I were to meet you and your group that he might possibly have a job for you if you're interested.
I think we would definitely be interested. I know we were. Was there a specific time frame? I know my friends are at the inn right now.
Oh, he didn't tell me a time frame, but he didn't seem like he was in a rush.
Okay.
He just told me to tell you if you were around.
Gotcha. It'll probably. We have to figure out what we're doing as of tomorrow. We might be heading out of town for a bit, but even if so, when we come back, I'll definitely touch base with him again.
All right.
Thank you for telling me.
Just doing a friend a favor.
Yes. Is there anything else I could possibly do for you? You've been a great help.
Oh, no. For now, I'm gonna have to buy myself a new cart now, actually. The old one didn't make it, as we all know. But aside from that, we're all good. Thank you.
Okie doke. Well, if you do need anything, if you think of something, don't hesitate to reach out.
Hey. Have a good one, lass. And be safe out there.
You as well. Good evening.
Good evening. Alright. Are you gonna go back to the tavern?
Yeah, before it gets too dark.
The Courageous Tankard? Okay. You actually get there right as the sun just vanishes and it gets super dark. You're in the night cross, but you get to safety before any hooligans and ruffians manage to take your purse. As you get there, you do see that Azure waited for you, and I assume both of you just go to bed.
Yeah, Azure's gonna, or Violet's gonna tell Azure, just be like, hey, FYI, apparently if we need some work to do, whether now or later, after maybe doing some scoping out, apparently the Enchanter, Relo, has some work that he's interested in having us do. But that was good to know.
Yeah, we can talk with the others tomorrow.
Yep.
What is the work, by the way?
He didn't. No, I spoke with the dwarf who runs the general store that we had helped on the road.
Yeah.
He just said that Relo had talked with him and asked us to pass along the message.
Alright.
Alright, so you head off to bed. By the way, all of you make sure to take off 6 silver for the stay. Each.
Done.
Alright, so you go to bed. There's 2 rooms. There's one room with Gala and Sherry and one room with Azure and Violet. And you sleep through the night. As the morning comes, you start heading downstairs to get yourself some breakfast. You meet up, all of you meet up at the table with some nice bread with cheese and some milk for those that want to, an ale for those who are brave. Whatever you wish to have for breakfast, it is on the table right now. You can discuss whatever you want.
First thing in the morning, Violet's rolling for one of her tails.
All right. Roll that tail. So that's a 1.
That is... Ooh, that's
Clever
the
animal.
animal.
Make an intelligence or wisdom or charisma check. The target can roll an extra die immediately. Ooh, these are good for the skill checks. Nice.
Yep. I've been really helpful to have yesterday.
Well, anyway, yeah. Anything you wish to discuss over breakfast?
Violet's gonna share what she heard basically about not only the job that Ariello apparently has for us potentially, but also that the general store owner didn't really know of anything other notable areas around the Temple of Bones, and that if there was something, it'd probably be in the Forest of Kyra and not on the Edge Road.
It might be better to. I'm not sure if we should go with if we should go right away, or I mean, staying around for some work, especially if we find out that it's on the way. That could be, quite handy. I don't know if we have time to go check that out before. Oh my god, I forgot his name every time. Where is it?
Agror.
Before Agror goes, it could be good to have another companion, but does it really beat properly preparing everything?
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely see maybe if able to check to see what Aurelio has for us real quick. It might be that it's just even if we go an initial kind of scouting in kind of the area and at the very least escorting Agror there, even if we don't end up foraying any further.
That's true, yeah.
Especially if it seems that anything of when it comes to possible entrances, if those might be in the Forest of Kyra, well, he's already expressed his disinterest of going there to begin with, so...
I would still like to talk with the cleric, with Helja, because she lied to us. No one to confront her about it. She was there, so she would know something. But it
I
would
don't
require
try
us.
and calm down any griffins again today.
Yeah, I mean, if we, whether we do some initial investigation or not, I mean, if we get stuck heading back to Bladeport to talk with Elja and maybe even the archaeologists who might know more about the actual region and area surrounding the Temple of Bones might come in handy. I don't know if we necessarily want to do that right away, or I'm not sure.
Maybe we go with Igor and get the wyvern poison.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a good opportunity to at least gauge these wyverns, because they sound quite formidable. But if we can if we can get a feel for them first, maybe we'll be able to figure out some ways to potentially even avoid them, get around them. Pretty sure. Depends on how they. I mean, especially if they nest near the cliffs. Like if we just kind of, if we make our path further in, like towards the forest, not necessarily in the forest, but like, or even just the edge of the forest, then that could just shield us from the wyverns, maybe.
Yeah, so we maybe want to head out with Fargor, maybe drop by Aurelo on the way out and see what he has in case it's on the way, and if not, then we can always try and get back to it when we get back. Apparently, he's not in any particular rush, so I can't imagine it's something time sensitive.
That sounds pretty good to me.
I agree.
All right. As you then decide to exit the tavern, the courageous tankard. Why is that name so difficult for me to say? As you exit the courageous tankard, you actually see the familiar figure of the silver and gold wearing knight, full plate armor, as he seems to be fixing up the saddle on his white horse. And he looks out towards you. There you go. I was wondering where you all were. So, have you decided? Are you joining me, or are you going for another path? Did you manage to get the potions?
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
We think we want to do one last stop to talk with someone on our way out, but we think at the very least it'd be good for us to go with you to the Temple of Bones, even if we may not be able to go inside with you.
You want to accompany me to the Temple of Bones and then not go inside?
Well, we don't
like
really
we
have
said,
any way to resist the miasma, so we're kind of figuring that we can go there and sort of, scout out, get a feel for what the trip there is like, and then, if we discover anything on the way or when we're nearby, then that would be good as well. But until we can, find some way to resist this miasma, then we, wouldn't really be smart of us to go in there.
I see. You see, he has this little troubled look for a moment. Well, all right, that's fine. I don't mind a little bit of company, although we will be going through Wyvern territory, so it would be very difficult for me to protect you all.
Well, I think we're capable of fending for ourselves. You wouldn't have to.
Have you ever fought a wyvern?
Much. No, have you?
No.
I have, yes.
Oh,
You can spell it in one swing of his blade.
That's very impressive.
That's his words.
Well,
Well,
I can
We
put
should,
I can put up a good fight. I believe, yes. Well, I have fought wyverns before. Like I said, depending on the number of wyverns, if it's one wyvern, I should be able to handle it myself. You don't even need to worry. But if there's more than one, as there seems to be a nest, I will have to. Well, we'll have to be careful. And possibly I won't be able to protect you, but if you can hold your own, that's perfectly fine. Now,
Strength in numbers, right?
strength in numbers, sure, that is perfectly reasonable. Yes. Plus, like I said, I do welcome the company. But you said you had another stop?
Yes, we just wanted to drop by the enchanters real quick to speak with them before heading out, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure. All right, that's fine. Hope it doesn't take too long. I'll be waiting here. Come find me once you're done. But I will warn you, if it starts getting too late, I might have to depart without you.
We understand. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Yes, very well. I will see you soon then. As you see him give you a nod, and he turns around and starts brushing his his horse's mane, trying to basically take care of the horse while waiting for you. So you
Is this
had
horse just like normal looking, or is it like have fancy armor of its own, or?
it has armor on. It is a white horse with a golden mane, and you do notice once you look at its eyes, it does have these shiny lights, almost like stars within its eyes. It's not a normal horse, but overall, it looks like a normal horse.
Pretty.
It's very pretty.
Alright, so
All right, so you
to the
had
enchanters.
yeah, you head towards the inner walls, and it doesn't take you that long to reach the commoner's sanctuary, Aurelio's little tiny shop, where you enter. You see the Goliath enchanter sitting behind the small desk, not desk, counter, small to him, as he again has a book that looks tiny in his hands, but then you notice it's a normal book. As he looks over to you. Right, you're the ones. You're the adventurers that were inquiring about the Temple of Bones, right?
Yes, that's us.
That's
Right.
us.
I assume Folland told you about the.
He just said that you might have some work for us, and we
Yes.
were just curious and to come see you just to hear about it.
Yes. Well, I did hear from Rayrock that you're having a little bit of a problem acquiring the potions to protect you from the miasma, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I was thinking, I do have a little bit of work that I would like done, and in exchange, I could potentially work something out with Ryrock, where either get you a potion for free, or at least lower the price, get you a discount for the potions, and well, depending on what you how well you do, might get something better. It depends on what we can afford, but I was wondering if you're interested in a deal like that, or I can also pay you with money. But I believe a deal might be more beneficial to you right now.
Well, depends on what the task you'd have us do would be, I think.
Oh yes, well I require the gathering of a certain material for an an enchantment that I'm looking to create. It would
Right,
require you
see.
to hunt down a certain creature, deadly dangerous, as often is in this line of work.
Which is...
A troll.
Oh, there are... Was not aware there were trolls in this... at least, well, nearby here.
There is one that has been reported about a year ago, and usually people go to the guilds to take care of such things. I don't have the best track record with guilds, so I rather work with freelancers such as yourselves. You seem like decent folk. You help Fallon, so that's more than enough for me to vouch for you. So the idea would be to hunt down this troll and bring me back a specific part of the troll. Whatever other parts you can bring would be also helpful, but there is a specific part of the troll that I need for my enchantment. The problem is I don't know the exact location. I know where it is last sighted. It shouldn't be too far. As far as I know, trolls don't deviate too far from their territory, but that's the nature of hunting something, I suppose. You are going to have to search for it.
Does Violet know anything about trolls?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Can we roll something for trolls?
How dare you ask me if you can roll for something?
Can I troll for rolls?
There you go. That's
We do a little trolling.
we do. Yes, we do a little rolling and we do a little trolling.
They see me trolling.
Like trolls are like just in general, trolls. You know from stories told to kids, to little kids, that if you don't behave, the troll's gonna eat you, or if you play too much in the forest or under a bridge, the troll's just gonna eat you. Big nasty creatures with sharp teeth and blah blah blah, stuff like that. That's the general knowledge that everyone knows. Trolls are relatively well known in fairy tales and stories, but this for the specifics, yes, you can roll nature. Yeah, sure, you can roll nature. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. baby.
Very nice roll. Look at that. Gala, are you rolling?
Oh, yeah. There is.
Wow.
Gala does not know what trolls are.
No. You Gala and Azure, you basically know the
They live
general.
under bridges.
Yeah.
They live under bridges.
They're big, ugly, mean, and live under bridges. And on 4chan. It's a magical place.
no, it's not.
4chan is the bridge that, connects, certain islands, right?
Yes, of course. The magical bridge of 4chan. But yes, as for Sherry, you've heard stories among sailors about trolls being part giant, nasty, big, strong creatures, and that they actually do exist, and that they eat pretty much anything they can sink their teeth in, and it's impossible to kill one. Like, everyone
So
says...
just not little children.
No, yeah. Sherry knows that they eat more than just little kids, yes. As for Violet, trolls are not half giant. They are part of the giant clan, so to speak. They're not very bright. They tend to be quite stupid, hyper aggressive, and territorial. All of the myths of trolls, like luring people into their homes and whatnot, usually not the case. They usually just clobber their way into getting their prey, and then they just eat it. but the more important thing about trolls is that they have a regeneration ability that is unlike most other creatures known to the air islands, where that creature, even if it's killed, even if you chop it down to bits, all the parts will just either come back together and just resurrected, or it will grow new parts. There's actually stories that you've heard of trolls that are malformed because they started growing an arm, then they found their discarded arm and attached it, so they now have like 3 arms, and or that they kill another troll, but they melt together, like the pieces melt together, creating a vicious new kind of troll. You also know that it depends on their environment. If they live in more of a swampy area, they tend to be poisonous, full of diseases. If they live in a more watery area, in a more cold area, they often have more resistances to ice and stuff like that. And as far as you know, the only way to stop a troll from regenerating is basically damage it with fire, burn it until nothing is left. Just burn it to ashes.
Okay, so is it like only way to kill it is through burning, and does that depend on like what kind of troll or where it lives, or that's just
As far as you know,
just kill with fire?
as far as you know, it's generally fire works, but as with everything, there can be creatures who are, different from the norm.
Right. Okay. Well, trolls are definitely. I've read about them before in research and books, and definitely very tough to kill.
Yes. And I require, unfortunately, the heart of a troll.
Well, did you say whereabouts you thought this troll might be? You said you wanted to ask since we were going to the Temple of Bones. Is it like around that area?
Oh, no. I wanted to propose this because I know you needed the potions, so I was proposing a deal.
Right. Oh,
The troll was last sighted in the southern part of the Razor Woods. And he, again, takes out the map that he showed you before, and he points to this area. The last sighting was about a year ago, and it was around this part. Blaineport has been on the lookout if there's any activity coming from that area about a troll, but it doesn't seem to have left the woods. So whatever it's doing, it's staying in that area. Should be its territory, probably hunting around there. Hopefully it's hunting some orcs. He pauses for a moment. Fell orcs. Apologies.
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
right. I mean, I think this is something we could definitely do. Gala kind of looks to the others, to see if anyone's particularly hesitant.
I hear you took out a bullet, correct? Or sorry,
Oh yeah,
they're called land sharks by a lot of people.
yeah, we did. I've got this. Gull will show a shield with a little scale on it.
Yeah.
Got a
Fallon
trophy
told
from
me.
it.
So that's why I believe if you could take something like that out, hopefully you could take the troll out and harvest it. I do need the heart to be intact, so it's going to be difficult to actually do it. But I hope you can.
Well, if we can, I don't know. I suppose we'd have to set up try and figure out where it is. Hopefully, not run into it coincidentally. Because if we can set up a trap or something, and lure it into it,
Well,
it's probably not very smart. Then,
as far as I know, they don't tend to be very smart now.
well, maybe that'd do it then. It is in the not in the same direction that we were going.
No, no, it's not.
But you, I think I heard this isn't on a particular time limit, so
I mean, you see, he sighs for a moment. It's something I've been trying to work for a long time. I don't mind waiting for a bit, but I would like this done as soon as possible. But if you can't do it right now, you can't do it right now. I'm not going to force you. But if he pauses for a moment, if another group that with more availability comes around and they'll do the job for me promptly, I might have to take them up on that offer.
That's understandable, of course. Can you give us a moment to discuss?
Of course, of course.
Right. Well, and Gala will turn to the others.
Are we like huddling or just?
Probably. Yeah, I think we're huddling. Gala's like stepped up onto a stool, so either that or the others are leaning down.
Well, Sherry's also very, very small, so
She's just like hanging from the huddle.
all right, you're huddling.
Right. So we did tell Agror that we're going with him, but I mean it's not too late to turn him down. If we do go hunting for this troll and potentially get these, get something to resist the miasma, that could, it could prevent us needing multiple trips, right?
Well, yes. Well, there's two primary things I'm thinking about. First of all, from what I know of trolls, they're impossible to kill unless you're able to use fire and burn them, basically.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, to that end, either we need to, I don't know if any of us possess, fire magic, but it would either be that or, I don't know, maybe lighting a torch and setting it aflame once it's knocked out or knocked down would suffice, but...
I don't really possess many fire devices to burn something with, unfortunately. At least not at the moment. I don't have the materials and such for it. So that
If we're
would be a
gonna
problem if no one
fight the
else
troll,
can,
we need
can
to
figure
be
that out.
really prepared for.
So
Right.
does anyone can anyone make fire stuff or like? Because if we can't, then probably we're just going to go to the Temple of Bones, right?
Well, my other thought was that... Or go on, Sherry.
I can't really do fire.
Violet kind of looks towards Azure.
Fire bad.
Azure is looking at her spell sheet.
She's thinking about over her prayers and...
I think I can. No, I don't have fire damage. But wouldn't a torch suffice?
I think it just needs to burn. I mean, it could be a simple... I mean, even if we had fire magic, they would have to kind of, wouldn't want to necessarily waste it. I mean, I think a torch would suffice.
A torch is quite, it's easy to put out and like...
Well, that's why you would have to kind of beat it down first, and once it was maybe subdued...
We can't really subdue it without... Because it's, the reason you need fire is because it regenerates, right? We won't be able to beat it down in the first place if we don't,
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to for sure. It's. I mean, I don't know. I've never fought one before, but it's sort of like a. I mean, I guess it's kind of like finding any monster. It's just trying to beat it down, quickly, and in its case, because it can regenerate.
Yeah.
It's not as if it will instantly regenerate the second you damage it. It's just over time it will start to heal the wounds and relatively quickly. So
sure, but I don't think we really have the. I don't know. I mean, I haven't fought a troll before, but it's probably not going to just be able to take it down just like that. It'll probably be a relatively. I mean, not super extended, but it'll probably have time to heal itself a bit.
right, we definitely would have to
So like
prepare accordingly, try and trap it, and
unless we have some way to burn it reliably, which I don't really think we do without torches, and that's not reliable really. I mean, it could be. I mean, but someone would need to, instead of doing other stuff, they'd need to, smack it with a torch, all the time. Which is, I mean,
well, like I said, I think it would just
try,
be
I
a matter
guess.
of throwing everything we have at it to subdue it.
An apology, Violet, you would know this. Acid also works. As long as it's damaged beyond recognition with acid or fire, it won't regenerate that part of the body. Sorry. I forgot about the acid.
Oh well, I mean, like I said, I mean, we just have to give it all we can and beat it down, and then afterwards try and fight on fire. I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe acid. Acid, I think, would work as well. Now that I think about it, it's just the idea of.
I can do acid.
Oh.
It's easy. I've got tons of stuff.
Oh well, that would be an option. Well, even so, the other thing I was thinking about is, this deal and kind of getting in return. It's not as if it would secure us 4 potions, so to speak, for resisting the effects. I mean, we still, or it might just be a discount, or we might need to, still acquire some anyways. And one of the ways to get at least 1 potion would be to acquire some venom from one of the wyverns. So, with Agror there to help us and dealing with with his experience, it might be good to escort him, possibly get the venom, return, so then we'd have it on hand to get for a potion, and then assuming with the job
to get more.
Right, assuming that that another group hadn't already taken out the troll or had gone out to do so, then we might be able to
find more wyverns if we need to.
Right, or find other means of collecting money to purchase them normally, or whatnot.
All right then. That sounds like a plan.
Are we all in agreement then? We'll see about escorting Agora first, and then if it's not too late, look into taking care of this troll problem. I mean, I'd like to, if it's something that's possibly going to be terrorizing people, I think it'd be good to get rid of it to begin with. Probably kind of looks towards Azure and Sherry.
Cherry gives a bit of a shrug.
Azure nods.
Okay. Violet's gonna break the huddle and look back to Rubilo. I don't think we'll be able to. I don't think we'll be able to get to it right away. We have some business outside of town in the other direction we have to take care of first. But when we get back to that, and hopefully it shouldn't take more than a couple days, but we can check back with you. And if you still haven't found someone to resolve it, we'd be glad to go after and try and get it for you.
He gives a little bit of a sigh and goes, "All right."
Player question, real quick. Who's
Yes.
one that asked us to get the wyvern stuff?
That was the potion maker.
It was
Ryrock.
Ryrak Razik, the headmaster of
Alright.
the Alchemist Academy. He told you that if you get him poison, wyvern poison, he can trade a vial of wyvern poison for one of the potions.
Yeah, and then from here, if we are able to get the heart, then we presumably would be able to. He would work with Ryrock to maybe get us, another vial for free, or make it cheaper, or something like that, to buy the remaining ones. Something along those lines.
Another villain point. Thank you, IT.
Oh, not a villain point.
Love it. Love to see it. Thank you.
Please, we need hero points.
Thank you, IT.
Please.
You don't need hero points. You want
Yes,
hero
with
points. There's a
With these many
difference.
villain points, yes, we do.
We need them. I need them.
Okay, Gollum, calm down.
But yeah, I'm more inclined to go fight Wyvern than fight
Troll.
Troll at the moment.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
very well. So I assume then you
The wyvern
return.
dies when you kill it.
People die when they are killed.
Trolls don't.
Actually makes sense in context.
Yes. All right. So you make your way back to the Courageous Tankard, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you're making your way to the Courageous Tankard, what's your passive perceptions?
Ooh.
About 512.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Just tell me.
14.
12.
14, 12, and
11.
11. Okay, so I'm gonna say everyone but Gala.
Gala's too busy thinking about making acid now.
Yeah. So you do hear that the town is in a little bit of an uproar. There's a lot of talk about the Lord's castle being broken into yesterday. There's a whole mess about all of that, and you all hear about how they've captured one of the suspects, and this is more Azure that hears that the Lord is furious and wishes to make an example out of these suspects.
Sorry. Who is saying that? Sorry.
People, it's just you're hearing.
Okay,
like,
we just hear it.
yeah,
Okay.
you're hearing
No.
like different people talking about you're piecing it together as you're walking and hearing
The
people.
different rumors and murmurings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. I think we're in trouble.
What? Why? What's going on?
What do you mean?
Oh, I think. Are you talking about It seems
Yeah.
everyone is abuzz about, well,
The Lord.
recent crimes.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah. But they have suspects.
A suspect?
I love that Gala is very confused because she didn't hear any of that, so
I
she's
was
just,
just like, what?
and nobody explaining as if everyone just knows.
Carlos, so remember when you went to and did the thing? Yeah, so the Lord is furious and they have
Right.
two suspects and
They have
he wants
one
to make an
suspect.
example of they have one suspect and they want to make an example out of that person. So we might have killed the niggas.
Wait. I mean, surely they can't just, maybe we could stage some sort of like a show and make it clear that they aren't the suspects. I don't really know how though. We've been disguised the whole time. I don't really have disguise stuff prepared right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't really want to go confess myself, but I don't want to just let someone else. That's not very nice.
How certain are we
No.
that they're actually wanting to? I mean, we don't even necessarily know what makes an example of means, or if this is actually even accurate. I mean, I haven't overheard anyone talking about that myself.
I mean, I didn't hear anything, so
I keep hearing it.
no.
They're
you
going
guys
to kill someone because of what we did.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. But making an example out of someone, the Lord is serious.
I mean, they might just put them in this, like, I don't know, throwing tomatoes and stuff. It might just be that ridiculous.
And that's fair because.
I mean, that's not that bad.
I don't
No,
know.
but
The problem is we didn't do anything wrong, right?
Well, we didn't steal anything.
I'm not even sure how they would. I'm not even sure how they would necessarily. I mean, if they have a suspect, then. I mean, there's no way. I mean, all four of us are here. There's not a chance that there was something. If there was a distraction caused that someone else, tried to take that by advantage and do something themselves and got caught. Do you think?
I mean, maybe we need to see who the suspect is.
Well, I mean, we are a bit short on time if we're wanting to go with Agaror.
I mean, maybe we could at least just check, like, what what this example is going to be.
With who exactly? I mean, it's just
I don't know.
nothing but rumors and stuff going on. I mean, unless you want to go up to the Lord's office itself and say, "Hey, we heard there's going to be someone being killed about something." And like I said, if we go back there, the fact that we are asking about the library is going to just bring more attention back on us.
Yeah, that's why we're not going there. You have nothing to do with it.
I don't really want to be responsible for this. Maybe we can just ask about the rumors to see if anyone has anything more else, like as we go back to the inn.
Yeah. Let's at least see what they're gonna do to the poor person. It might even be it might even be something else, right? That people do crimes every day. It might be something else.
It might be something else, yeah.
Maybe the Lord didn't like the way his potatoes were peeled. Those people are insane.
Yeah, it would be terrible if someone peeled potatoes badly. I definitely didn't do
Who
that.
do that such a thing?
Alright, so do we want to do some, like, talking and asking around
Do you want to do that? You can do that if you want.
real quick?
As we head back, maybe. Yeah.
Sure. It's going to take a little bit longer than just straight up going back, but you can roll me persuasions as you're gathering information and talking to people.
Violet's going to use her Tale of the Clever Animal on herself.
Okay.
And so persuasion.
Oh. Well,
Um,
natural
Azure
one
will
is a
also be,
skill. It's a skill check, so natural one is not automatic fail.
I will. I
at that
still have that
massive
roll of bardic
bonus,
inspiration. That
massive.
okay, so 12, which is that still the highest one, even with the natural one?
It is. It still is.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Is Sherry asking around or no?
I don't think she is.
No.
Yeah, I figured.
Wow.
All
Asking
right.
around and looking into things might draw suspicion. We are good traveling adventurer types, outstanding citizens that
Mhm.
have no connection to what is happening and
Spoken.
are currently busy with tasks that have been given to us by various townsfolk.
Spoken like
We
a
paid
true
our taxes
rogue.
once.
All right. So anyway, information. Azure, you find yourself filled with anxiety and unable to even talk to anyone that you approach. You start muttering to
Perfect.
yourself and get super nervous and end up hiding behind Violet. Because that's how you work.
Yes.
Yes. As for between Gala and Violet, you discover you talk to a couple of people. They tell you that, well, apparently, someone broke into the castle yesterday, but the Lord managed to catch a glimpse of one of the intruders. You also hear that one of the other intruders was found dead. An old man by the name of Dwarrick was found dead in the Griffin's Nest.
He just died. I'm sorry.
Finally, that the one that was captured was the other one that the Lord managed to slash. That her name was apparently Bertrand or Birdie or something like that. She was basically one of the assistant cooks. She had been working there for a couple of months. So the rumors that are starting to spread is that she tried to get a job there to try to get a way to spy on the castle and try to find the best way to steal stuff, but she was caught.
I'm feeling
I mean,
pretty guilty right
we
now.
didn't. I mean, we didn't. Y'all didn't kill anyone, right?
No, obviously.
So, I mean, clearly this is different, right? This is. I mean, it has to be, like I said, coincidence or something like that. I mean, there's no way that, well, the one person that's dead and the person that's captured. I mean, that seems to be. I mean,
Yeah, it's something else, right?
it has to be. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if they saw you, then they would have only they would know it was you.
Well, I mean, we were in disguise, so like we didn't just walk in there looking like this. That would be dumb.
Oh! You mean like you were, dressed in different clothes? I guess that makes
No,
sense.
like a magical disguise. Specifically, like, people kept calling me Birdie.
Oh my god, the
You-
cat
you-
dwarf.
You mean like the person that they?
Yeah,
The
like
person-
that one. Look, all we have to do is just have, like, one of us make a scene in disguise, looking like Birdie, and then they'll know they've got the real Birdie instead of the wrong Birdie. They'll know there's like a fake Birdie that they need to actually catch. Right?
That sounds really risky.
Yeah, but
And also really confusing.
I mean, I don't really want to let the real Birdie die. That's kind of, I don't know if she's going to die, but
That would
We
be sad.
didn't hear
Well,
exactly
I don't want
what.
to look into it because then it would just make me sad.
We didn't hear what was actually planned, right?
No, only that one of the suspects has been captured.
I mean, we could always deliver a note covertly of saying, I don't know, but we could pretend, we could say something like, you've caught the wrong person, or I don't know, maybe like don't thieves do like calling cards or something like that? We could deliver like a calling card that makes it seem like maybe we pretend we stole something, that something got stolen, and that there's going to be a ransom, and they'll just realize that, I mean, that the person they have in custody possibly couldn't have delivered that, right?
Then they might torture them to get information out if they think that she's still connected.
Yeah, that could possibly make things even worse.
I also just want to point out it's been an hour since you left Agror, so you didn't tell you specifically how long, but you get the sense that he might leave at any point. So just want to point that out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I can leave and just leave this.
No, I mean, I understand. I mean, if we can tell Agro that something came up and that we can't accompany him. We can figure out what to do here, and then from there we can kind of figure out what we want to do next. If we want to go look at trying to get some wyverns, or actually go after the troll after all, or...
Yeah, after we make sure that, Birdie doesn't get punished, yeah. If you're willing to help with that. Since it was like this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't think that they would I thought it would be obvious that it's not the real one. Because there'd be two of them going around. It would it would work as like a just disguise immediately in the moment, but... Look, all we have to do, have, me or Chevy, we can both, I mean, I can't disguise myself right now. But if I had more time to prepare something, or Chevy can probably do it right now, then, we can have someone who looks like, who looks like
I mean, if we wanted to do that, then, and Violet kind of pulls out her hand. My ring, if Sherry stored her spell into this, and I used it, I can maybe pass it along well enough, and then if need be, I can always just make myself invisible to then flee afterwards.
You're kind of too tall is the thing.
Is Violet too tall?
Birdie was a dwarf. I mean, you can turn into a slightly taller Birdie, only slightly taller. The thing is, the illusion, if someone tried to touch Birdie's face, so to speak, it would touch your chest, because the illusion hides your head, but if you don't match
You're still there.
Yeah, but you're still there.
It's like putting a hologram above over yourself.
Exactly.
Even if I don't, I mean, I guess it depends on what we would do. Even if I match it directly, I mean, isn't the whole point to prove that someone merely disguised themselves as her, and that it through magical means?
Yeah, I mean, that is true. So if you disguise as her and then turn invisible, then I mean, we'd have to make a bit of a scene, is the thing, to draw attention to you, and then also, you can probably get away being invisible. But I could also wait. When you're invisible, does that that would I mean, how long would that last?
I could keep it up for an hour, but assuming I don't lose my concentration, I just can't. I mean, I couldn't cast any spells or defend myself if needed. I mean, who knows if? I mean, I will be invisible, but never know what might happen. I mean, I think the extent of it would maybe be to simply just, I don't know, cause a scene near the castle and maybe start, like I said, shouting out about how, I don't know, like you said, if we'd have to make it clear that she was framed.
Yeah. So all right. So what we could do is we can store lots of spells in that ring, right? I have a device that could be used to make a very loud sound, which could attract people's attention, and then I don't know, you could shout about being the real intruder, and that I don't know, maybe, I mean, what if you suggested that you have, I mean, what if you suggest that we saw the notes, right? They're looking for a certain something that was stolen by orcs. Maybe you suggest that you have the thing that was stolen by orcs, because they'll definitely be interested in that. And just I don't know, run away, I guess.
Won't that possibly link it back to us? Because we
Well, not
talked
really.
to the person who knew that we had encountered some orcs. Was there anything else in the library? Something that would maybe prove to the something that you saw, something that either some sort of item that we could have claimed to take, or like something you read in his books, like something that maybe the Lord would hear me say it and know for sure that I was the one that was in the library?
I mean, you could maybe talk about the
I can also do like a bigger illusion farther away, but it also can't make sound. Will help.
that could just kind of help the maybe make it dramatic and stuff.
If anybody
Also-
can make their voice be elsewhere, we might be able to, or we're really loud, we might be able to not be nearby and get away.
Yeah, no, I can't really do that.
I can make a light dance.
That could help. It will draw attention. Okay, so what you could say about how the let me think. There was a deal with the creature with
Something about the spider,
the spider, oh my god, like, I'm looking through my notes.
Kyra?
I can't find where I wrote it. Oh yeah, Mother Kyra, right? You could talk about how you know about the I don't know, maybe pretend to be on the spider's side. Say that you know about his intentions for the spider, and I don't know, or you could talk about the intentions for the Mithril. I mean, there's not really much else that we could go off unless we talk about the stolen object.
Maybe the spider angle is a good idea. That seems very personable and yet vague enough that
Pretend to be like a some kind of spider cultist kind of person, like a follower of Mother Kyra, and say that you've discovered I was the one who snuck into your castle and uncovered your secrets about what your true intentions with the spiders, and that you don't intend to uphold the deal, and then just leave or something, and just that'll probably be that should be clear enough that the one speaking is the one who broke in, really. Maybe even say that you disguised yourself and snuck in.
well, I'd be disguised as I do it, right? The whole.
Well, maybe. What if you disguise yourself twice? So disguise yourself as as a birdie initially, and then use another disguise to transform into, like, I don't know, some spooky person with like a cloak and stuff and spider patterns on it. because then they won't ever expect that. That was a double disguise.
I guess. I mean, I don't. We just have to charge the ring twice accordingly, and
Yeah, exactly. Right. So I think we have a plan. We just need to decide on location. Probably just in front of the.
we should tell Agoror that something
Oh,
came
yeah.
up, and we're not going to be able to go with
Yeah,
them.
we should do that. Thanks again for
Yeah.
helping.
It's a bummer, but I definitely don't want someone to
Yeah,
be
didn't
wrongly.
know, look, I didn't.
I'll
I didn't
tell
think
them.
this would happen. I thought that it would be obvious that it was a disguise. Well, not obvious enough that they'll know that I'm suspicious. Never mind. We'll make sure. I'll owe you guys. All right. I've learned my lesson. No more crimes.
You
That's what we
promise?
do.
No more crimes. I love that.
No. No.
Sherry,
No,
would
we
you
ne-
be
We
willing?
never need to cry.
Sherry, would you be willing to lend one or two of your spells to the ring?
Cherry?
Yeah, that would be all of them though for today.
Unless Massive lets me change my prepared spells, I can't disguise at the moment. So
No.
because I was not expecting this to happen today.
Yes.
What is this changing prepared spells thing that you can do?
Ah, it sounds
what
like
is this? This
nerd
is so
shit.
weird.
Sounds like stuff that only nerds do. All right. So first of all, you go back to the courageous tankard, and you do see Agror.
Yes.
He actually seems like he's already on his horse. He is about ready. It seems like he's about to leave. But he spots you. Like, oh, there you are. I've been waiting for a while. I thought you weren't coming. So you ready?
Well, about that,
Yes.
something important has come up. I'm sorry that we made you wait, but we won't
Oh.
be able to join you.
Is everything
I'm
all
really
right?
sorry.
No.
We'll be able to deal with it. I think it's a personal matter.
Oh, personal matter.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll understand. Well then, wish me luck
wish
then.
you- Yes, we wish you great luck on your journey. I mean, hopefully you'll be able to clear the miasma, and it will no longer be an issue.
Listen,
Indeed.
by the time you see me next, you will be hearing ballads about me as the conqueror and cleanser of the Temple of Bones. I hope. No, I'm sure. It's yes.
Player comment.
Yes.
We're going to find his dead body by the time we finally get there.
No,
Yeah.
Chef, player comment. We're gonna fight his dead body.
So anyway, he player comments aside, he puffs up his chest, and I wish you luck on your personal matters. I hope everything goes well. Now, Taslin, it's just you and me. And he pats his horse. I guess we can take the fast way then. The horse shakes her head, lifts up her head, and starts to run. Full speed, and then you see something. Magic begins to swirl around the horse's back, and these wings begin to materialize as Agror takes flight on a winged
shit.
Pegasus.
I didn't know we could do that.
And he disappears into the distance.
We could be hanging out with him, but you guys had to go investigate things and make me sad.
Oh,
So that's a level 13 paladin whose hope we turned down.
I told you to ignore the potential people dying for our crimes.
I'm so.
But
bad
no,
with
you guys had to
conscience.
have a conscience.
I love you all so very
Killed
much.
someone.
He's the plan. We could do this on like maybe if you climb up onto like a rooftop near just outside the castle to do this, because then you can when it's all done turn invisible. Actually, No, don't turn invisible yet. When it's done, run away in disguise and jump off. I've got a device that can stop you from, breaking your legs when you fall, and then after, or maybe while you're gliding down, turn invisible and run away, and then it'll all be good, probably, maybe. We'll have done our best. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Yes.
But no more crime. Even if we need to. No more crime.
Well,
I
if
like
we need to,
crime.
then, there's no other choice, but...
There was a choice.
Well, yeah, there was a choice, and look, I admit we chose wrong. We endangered someone.
It's okay. Just we're trying to fix it. It's okay. Let's just fix it and learn from our mistakes.
Right,
Yes,
I agree,
let's.
agree.
Okay, Sherry, do you want to? Here, hold on a
Sherry
sec.
will cast the spell.
Wait,
Well,
wait.
well, actually, hold on a sec.
You have to empty out the spell.
Yeah, so specifically,
the
I
ring.
don't think so. I'm gonna empty out the what's level 2 spell I have stored in here? The Lesser Restoration.
Oh, I already put a featherfall in there, didn't I?
Yes.
All right, so you don't
Nice.
even need me to use that on you. Then you can just use it yourself. Use the one in.
Yeah. Not yet. So okay. So I'm gonna empty the. I guess I could just target myself, even though I don't have any of the conditions for the Lesser Restoration.
Okay. Yeah. If you target some, you can cast a spell, even if it doesn't affect. Even, for example, if you're healing someone and they're at max HP, it still activates the spell. It still works. They just don't benefit from
Right.
it. So
Does Azure look sick to her stomach at all by this whole sort of event?
sure, let's say yes.
It looks sick to our hearts.
File's gonna cast Lesser Restoration on Azure and
Okay.
hope that it cures the little poison condition. It makes her feel a little bit better in the stomach.
Okay, so you raise your hand with the ring on it, and you touch Violet, Azure.
Azure.
You touch Azure. As you begin to cast Lesser Restoration, you see the ring shine, as per usual, but then something weird happens. That glow that it has suddenly turns black. And you look at it, Violet, and you're wondering what the hell is going on, and suddenly this black energy bursts all over your body as the spell fails, and you take the second level spell, right?
Yes.
8 points of necrotic damage. And you realize that the spell failed. This energy just wreaks havoc through your body for a moment. You lose your breath, and then you regain it again.
Violet, no! Azure casts Cure Wounds on Violet.
What?
Hold on a second. Violet's gonna try and cast Cure Wounds on herself using the ring.
The first level cure wounds?
Yes.
Okay. So, it works. You can heal yourself. Roll that cure wounds.
Oh god. It's what? 1d
1d8.
8
1d8.
plus anything, or
I believe it casts with the caster's wisdom. So, what is
it's a +3.
plus 2? I think it's plus 2, right? Azure?
+2. Yeah, +2.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the wisdom of the person who put in the spell. So, yeah, so you heal for 9. So all of that energy that was sucked out of you by the ring is replaced by the healing energy by the ring.
I have no idea what just happened there. That's
That's
Maybe
sort
the
of
ring is mad that we did crime. No, that's stupid. I
It
don't
could be
know.
cursed, possibly.
I didn't.
It could be.
I did a, you know, I checked out with my, you know, magic stuff and didn't see any curse.
Would curses be different than, you know, what it just does magic-wise, though, right?
Oh, identify does not detect curses.
Does it not?
Nope.
Oh,
Oh shit! I'm not a paladin. I'm so stupid.
No, you are not. Oh, you know who's a paladin? You know who's a paladin? No longer here.
Hey! Shut up!
Yeah.
Damn it! See, this is why I'm always a paladin.
Do you
hey,
know?
Arcane Trickster Rogue can get Remove Curse. I don't have third level spells yet, though.
It's okay. So clerics. Is there anything, you know, as your detective, there, like, I don't know, detect if there's any like evil or in the ring or something like that. I mean, that's the first time I tried to use a level 2 spell on it, but
Who
well,
would make an evil ring?
I'm not.
By the way, detect
I-
evil.
I-
The spell detect evil and good also detects curses.
the prayers that I prepared for today, none of them, yeah. Sorry.
do we know what time the, I don't know, the make an example of for, you know, Birdie will be? I mean, it might be worth trying to figure out what the deal is if our plan kind of hinges upon this. I would hate for something similar to go out while I'm trying to change disguise or otherwise run away, even if that hasn't been an issue up until now.
I mean, could it be that it didn't work because you didn't need healing?
I don't know. I don't. That's why I'm saying, like, it could have just been because it was too complicated of a spell, or because every now and then it fails, or
We might just have to hope that it doesn't happen again.
I mean, what happens what if it happens and my concentration fails and I lose the disguise and it just looks like me? That's
Well, you don't need to cast any. You know, if you're on the roof, right? You don't even need to turn invisible until you we'll do a show on the roof, and then you like.
Well, I just mean maybe it means I don't
You.
try and cast disguise self twice, just the first time.
Don't. I mean.
If I try and cast it again, it could cause issues. For all I know, that's what I'm saying. It depends on if we know. I don't know. I'd like to get her rescued as quickly as possible, but
maybe I mean, the ring's never done this before, right? And you've used loads of spells in it.
I mean, I've used it a couple of times, yeah.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that it didn't work because you didn't need healing. Like the spell, wouldn't have had an effect.
Can you try again?
If you filled up the ring again with that spell, or another
I guess it's worth testing.
more complicated spell, maybe a different one of that level of magic instead of the same thing.
There's currently 3 slots open, I think, because there was a lesser restoration and a healing.
Azure will put in a spiritual weapon.
All right. So you start casting spiritual weapon into the ring, and the energy gets sucked into it.
Violet will
Thank you.
try and cast spiritual weapon.
All right, cool. So you cast spiritual weapon, and you see a
Giant scalpel.
giant scalpel appear next to you.
God,
Floating there.
it's once every like 5 uses or something.
Wait, it's a second level spell, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You see a giant scalpel appear next to you.
It's my assistant.
Oh, I don't know what. Well, I could, maybe it is because we didn't
Maybe
need it. I'm not
the
sure.
more complicated a spell is, the higher the chance that it doesn't work, but it's not every time.
Yeah, we're not using complicated spells for this, right? So hopefully it'll be fine.
I mean, if I just use the disguise myself once instead of trying to overcomplicate things, if I just used it once, if we knew if it would work ahead of time, I could cast myself invisible with my own magic, and then
We'll
if needed, I could use the feather fall to help myself down as a kind of a resort.
Oh, wait, I've got an idea. What about Oh, hang on, no. I was going to say that. Wait, no, this could work. Because Sherry, you said you could like make an illusion, right?
Yeah, I can make a bigger illusion farther away, but it can't make noise.
Yeah, but what if like what if we just use that instead of a disguise? Like you could just make an illusion of
Yeah, I can do that.
this, Violet, you just
We
kind
would
of
still need like somebody to talk for it, though.
well, yeah.
What if it was just a picture of a
That's what
giant spider or something? Or
Well, no. With it, listen. Here's my idea. We just use it instead of a disguise. So instead of you disguising yourself as a spider cultist person, just make an illusion of what would be Violet in disguise of this dwarf. Kind of, I don't know. You could just have them like flick their cloak and suddenly get taller and have a spider cultist look and then walk away. Why not just do that?
would such an image even be able to? I don't understand. Like, can the image even move, or
It would be like over the top of you. No, can it move? I mean, you can just turn invisible, like when the illusion goes up.
oh, I thought you were
You can have
trying to
the
say.
illusion in the other way.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say have the illusion, as in like pretend to walk away or
I will say this:
or something.
the illusion can't leave the area, but within the area it can move.
How big's the
Okay.
area?
Let me.
God,
You
I'll
can
ask
use your
Sherry.
action. You can use your action because it's silent image, right, Sherry?
Oh, right.
Yep.
Okay. You can use your action to cause the image to move to any spot within range. Okay.
So
As
yeah,
the
like
image-
within
It
60
can
feet
move.
of it.
Okay. So as long as you're using an action, Sherry, you can make it move. It's just not making noise.
Okay.
Maybe we could do something like that, if putting up the image and then I go
Yeah,
invisible
you
and
just go. Yeah, actually, in that
make
case,
it
we
seem
don't
like the image is running off elsewhere.
Yeah,
while
we
I-
don't even need. Actually, can you change like the image, or
I don't think I can change what the image looks like. I can have it move around and make that look
Alright.
natural.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think once it's set, I can't make it turn into something else.
That's an illusion wizard special ability. Is actually changing an illusion
okay.
spell midway through the spell.
Right, okay, so here's the plan then. Violet, you disguise yourself as the dwarf and go up and make a scene, and then Sherry uses this spell to make the illusion of a spider cultist person where Violet is. So it kind of looks like you've turned into this spider cultist person. Or, I mean, it will look like magic's going on, right? And then Violet, you can just turn invisible and let talk for a second as the image and just be like, haha, I've got this information about the true desire, the true intentions for the Mother Kyra, and then while invisible, you can just leave, and the image can go off in another direction, and that will,
I'd like to not stay up on the roof for long with, possible crossbow bolts or anything being fired.
This will only kind of take like 10 seconds or something, right?
Presumably, yeah.
Are you sure of this, Violet? It's dangerous.
Yes, but I would hate for someone who did nothing wrong to be hurt because of us.
Yeah, that wasn't really my intention when Anyway, I think this.
I know.
I think this sounds like the best that we could do right now. In fact, I can do one other thing, Violet, and that's in fact I can do two other things. One of them is I can make you go faster, and the other I can make you jump higher. So that can probably help.
Gotta go fast.
Getting away. So you shouldn't really have a problem getting away while invisible as well.
Yeah, so that would definitely be.
Just jump up there. Anyway.
Yeah, yes, that could definitely be helpful. Either, or I guess even both of those. I mean,
I can do both.
Okay, that might be good. Just keeping options open.
Right.
And then I have 3 spots available. So if it's both of those, and then the.
Well, no, I don't have to do those on the ring. I can just make you go fast now. And I mean, the jumping thing doesn't last as long actually, so we could put that in the ring. But I could also just cast it on you like right before, you go up to the roof.
Okay, sure. That'd even help me get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do need to cast the thing to make lots of sound though. Well, into the ring to attract everyone's attention.
And there's no way to do that.
Well, I can put
from a distance or something.
No,
I'm just worried about with the ring about.
Don't really have a. I don't really have another solution to that, I'm afraid.
Sure, I mean, I could definitely try at least.
Okay, look, if it goes wrong, like because the boom is what's going to come first, right? If it goes wrong and it hurts you, or doesn't. If it doesn't work, then it won't make a boom, so no one will even notice. So like, at the very worst, you're just someone who's on the roof for no reason.
I guess that's true.
And then we can like either set up again, or I mean, I don't really want to give up, but yeah. If it does make noise, then just like apologize and I don't know. It shouldn't make noise because it won't work. It won't activate, right?
Player comment. Is this guy self-concentration?
This guy self? No. It's...
Okay, that alleviates a lot of concerns. I was like, oh man, if I hurt myself, I'm going to drop concentration on the...
Yeah, no.
That changes everything!
Yeah, that's... Okay.
Concentration on invisibility for some reason.
Right, okay.
Yeah, invisibility is concentration. That's it.
Okay, so if we get Long Strider and Boomstick on the ring, as well as Disguise Self. I mean, I guess Disguise Self can go on there, be cast, and then immediately be exchanged for another one as well, but...
It does last 1 hour, so that's up to you. both
Well, I don't
jump, long strider, and disguise self do not require concentration.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I can just cast Long Strider on you like now because it lasts an hour.
Yeah, before we
Jump-
get going, we could do Long Strider and Disguise Self, and then...
Yeah, and then I need to do jump like right before because it lasts a minute. But you can just use that to get up and like, how long are you even going to be up there?
Violet's gonna be pretty much like
You
make a
just-
noise and be like, "Hey, you
Yeah.
got the wrong people.
It's not
Bye
gonna-
bye."
Realistically, it's not going to last anything more than like 15 seconds. So, should be fine
God.
if everything goes right.
Oh, good,
Just
terrible.
Imagine
And we just need to make
Violet
sure
moving
that,
at double speed while invisible.
we just need to make sure Sherry's in a position to see like where to. So maybe Sherry goes on top of a different building. And
Yeah,
just
different
hides.
rooftop.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I guess we have a plan.
Yes, I'm so glad we are putting ourselves in danger like this instead of accompanying the level 14 paladin to...
Look,
Uh,
this is.
Hero point, by the way, from work. Just want to point that out.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. We'll need it.
We are about to do something very crazy.
Very
and
dumb.
stupid. Just save an
I
innocent
would
life.
like to restate for the record, doing crime was Gala's idea.
Yes, please, let's all pile up on Gala.
Okay.
Regretting it. Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So I guess we're gonna head over. We're probably gonna do it like right outside, like that office or whatnot, like not within the walls,
yeah, I figured
obviously.
like wherever the entrance is, we just
The main
just go
gate,
up the
yeah.
building,
You can go to the main gate. As you get there, you do realize, from a distance, you notice they doubled security. There's way more guards outside the gate.
Do they have crossbows or do they just have like?
Oh, they all have crossbows.
Okay.
Every guard carries around a light crossbow and a halberd or a long sword.
I mean, they'll be surprised, right? So it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I think I know why
there,
they're
like-
called the Angels now. They actively try to die every adventure.
We're trying to save someone.
Look, okay, so there's not like any sort of like crowd already going about, right? Or like formed around or anything.
There's a few people, like, you get the sense there's a lot of curious people who want to get every morsel of information about what's going on, but there's no crowd forming. There's just the normal people moving around and some people that, the looky-loos that like to stop and stare and try to get some information and gossip.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to necessarily get close to the guards per se, as long as we're kind of the general area and there's a bunch of people that hear us. Hear Violet.
I mean, there's keep in mind, look at the map. The main gate is here.
Hmm.
There's
What's
a
this-
large
what's this
yard.
What's this black thing?
That is another building.
Oh, so you can just climb on top of that.
You can climb on top
Which
of that
building
building.
which building is that?
The big one seems to be almost like the what's it called? It's basically a government building. It's where they work with all the records and stuff.
How tall is it?
It's quite a tall building. Should be 3-4 floors. It's 3 floors plus a high roof.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to think. So,
How far is it from like here, like the front of this building, to like here? These buildings on the side.
Oh, to this one?
Uh,
It's 5 feet. Clearly, just 5
Yeah.
feet.
Wow.
Wow.
and
It's
this is a small castle.
yeah. It's very small castle. No, it's should be around 80 feet.
So it'd have to be
Okay.
closer than that.
Okay. Sherry would either need to be then on the back of this building and leave, or like we'd need to do a different building. Because I mean, we could do like over here. It doesn't need to be like immediately in front, right?
Yeah, but the showmanship of
Yeah.
being right in
Yeah.
front.
Well, let's maybe stay away from like the crossroads. How many spells does Gali even have?
Gala. Gala has 3, sort of 4. Actually, sort of 5. It depends on the spells.
Okay, because I'm just trying to think. Okay, 1 for Big Boom to store in the ring, 1 for Disguise, or no, 1 for the Long Strider, and then 1 for Jump. So that
Yeah, so I'm using all my spell slots.
okay, and then she's gonna get. Violet's gonna get a Disguise Self from.
I think we need
Sherry.
more appropriate Ocean's 11-y kind of music. Maybe this.
That's also gonna use this time to do another one of her Tales from Beyond. It's when it expires
Okay.
long ago. Hopefully, it's another one. No, dang it. That's not very helpful.
Tale of the Duelist. Well, if you're trying to do a melee spell attack,
All right. Plan B. Okay, so yeah, I guess are we gonna try and do it right at probably is there people outside the government building and stuff like that, or
Oh, yeah,
you said
there's-
just people wandering around?
there's office.
probably
There's a lot of office
patrols
workers.
all over this area as part of the heightened security.
This is also true. There's patrols. Yes.
I would say maybe go a bit more on the outskirt buildings instead of directing to the castle, kind of direct it to the government building area. And as long as people over here and then news gets spread, or people kind of see, it doesn't necessarily have to be because obviously the
Yeah, I
Lord
mean, we
himself
could-
is not going to see it.
We could do it if we do it here.
Now it's time for the
because
Griffin
that-
Crest
that's
5 o'clock
like-
news. A giant spider.
I want pictures of that spider, man.
Yep. More. Before we had Dwarven Ramsey, now it's going to be Dwarven Jameson or.
If we do it here, then that's in view of the government building, to the left, and then it's further away from the castle, but it's still within view of the castle. And with the noise, considering here to here was 80 foot, the noise can be heard within, I believe, 300.
If it's 300 foot, it's gonna reach the castle. Yeah.
So they're gonna at least know something's up. Even if the ones here don't, hear it directly, they'll see it, and the people more nearby will hear what Violet says, and then words will spread.
There are people around that building, so
Yeah.
that's fine. Plus,
That's
you
alright.
you look at the government building, and you do see there's little offices, and there's people working in the offices, so they will just look out the window and see.
See a giant spider.
All right. I guess let's head over into that.
Okay.
Plan
Like you're
sounds
saying.
great.
First of all, what spells are being put into the ring, just so we can keep track of
One
everything.
disguise self
Underwave.
from me.
One disguise self, and then one.
Underwave.
What was it?
Okay, I just want to point that out that Carbon is a fucking sadist. There should be a res a PC option because it'd be fucking hilarious to kill them in combat and then res them around later. Wow, Carbon.
So generous. Thank you, Carbon.
Yes, so generous. Hi, North Star. But yes. So run it by me again. What spells are you putting in?
So we're getting Disguise Self from Sherry, and we're getting Thunderwave from me.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I posted what's currently in the. I don't know why there's a break there.
Yeah.
What's
there's
currently in the
already
ring?
in it.
Yeah.
This guy self-inflict wounds, feather
put
fall,
that in
and
yesterday.
Thunderwave. Yeah, Thunderwave is second level. I forgot. Okay.
Oh, Thunderwave is second level.
Thunderwave is first level.
Oh, it's
I don't
first
have
level?
second level spells.
Oh, it's Shatter is second level. Yeah,
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 you're
yeah,
thinking of
yeah.
Shatter.
Yeah, so we still have another. I guess the only thing is if Azure had a first level spell to store in there.
Well, first of all, how are you gonna get
I think-
on top of the build? Oh, if you want to put another spell, go right ahead.
What do you want? I have Bless, Cure Wounds, Healing Word, Inflict Wounds, and Shield of Faith. Shield of Faith might be good, but it is concentration.
Put another Cure Wounds in there in case the ring backfires.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah, that's probably. Oh yeah, because I used the cure. Yeah, let's do that.
Poof.
Wait, inflict wounds is just the first level as well. Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Last Restoration was the only second level spell we put in there until
Yeah, it
testing
was,
out with the
yes.
spiritual weapon. Okay, yeah. Tomorrow we figure out how this is cursed.
All right. So, second question, as you put in a cure wounds. Second question: how the fuck are you gonna get on top of that building?
So how tall are these? We can't climb up like this one. How tall are they?
Those buildings are smaller. They have 1 to 2 floors, depending on which building you're going to.
Okay. Well, for starters, like when we're ready to start this thing, Gala is going to Gala kind of like takes out a couple of little gadget things and straps them to Violet's feet, and they're like little rocket boosters.
I love
which-
artificers.
Yep. and yep. So that's the Longstrider, which has been cast. And secondly, as well,
Well,
Gala...
now hold on. Before we continue, Violet will now also cast. Well, first of all, actually, Violet's going to. Let me just check. Yeah, Violet's going to cast Enhance Ability on herself,
Oh, okay.
and she's going to improve her do Eagle Splendor. So she's going to improve her charisma.
Ooh.
Since she's about to give a speech, and all of her
She's about to give a
spellcasting
pretty
is
cool
charisma based.
All right.
So now Violet's gonna cast Disguise Self on herself to try. Oh, she's gonna hear or talk to I guess Gala will give her like the description of like. Gala had a pretty good did a pretty good job of disguising herself, right?
It's going to be at a distance as well, so like it doesn't need to be that good.
Right.
But yeah, Gala will try to do her best to help replicate the appearance of.
Do you have minor illusion, Gala?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I do though. I
You do?
have. I
You
do
just
have
make a
something
l-
else.
You-
No, I have something else.
What?
So what I can do, what Gala can do. So Gala tinkers with Gala. She just pulls out like some. Actually, she grabs her shield and she kind of she tinkers with some things. She kind of she attaches these 4 little. They're just tiny little sticky metal things that she attaches to 4 points of the shield, and then an image appears on the shield as with her magical tinkering feature. She can cause a static visual effect to appear on the object's surface.
Oh, there we go.
And
So-
she creates the image of...
Your shield now has a photo of Birdie.
Yeah. Mhm.
Is it like with like a TikTok filter at all? Is it like
I don't know. You
Use
tell
this
me.
to get pictures of Spider-Man.
we got the picture of a birdie woman. Okay.
You
Yeah,
get a
Violet will
general sense
do-
of what it looks like. Yeah.
Violet will do Disguise Self on herself.
Okay, Violet,
Use the ring.
roll. I'm gonna say charisma for this, just to see how close you get to the perfect image. That's 22. That you are a perfect replica of the birdie on the shield.
Okay, I'm a perfect replica of the replica
Yes.
of Gala's memory of the replica that she made of a person that she saw.
I mean, from a distance, it works.
This is
supposed
just
to
like
be
old memes
disguised
where it's like
anyway,
where it's like JPEG of a JPEG of a JPEG, and it's just
the
kind of
whole-
like
The whole point is that this is a disguise and we're showing it's a disguise. So even if it's really bad, like it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. How do you climb? How do you get on the roof of the building?
Right. Well, secondly, Gala is going to cast. This only lasts for a minute, so this is only happening like immediately, like when we're go time. Gala is going to be casting jump on Violet, which will triple her jump distance, which in addition to Long Strider, by the way, which is increasing the speed by 10 feet, probably means that Violet can
Actually,
leap.
jumping is not affected by your speed. It's affected by your strength score.
Oh, okay. Well, that will still be useful.
So with a running jump, if I remember correctly, jumping 5 feet, no check needed. So for this would be 15 feet, no check needed. DC 10 athletics or acrobatics check for a distant jump, half for a vertical jump. Okay, so with jump, I'm gonna say you wouldn't normally be able to do this, but you can roll an acrobatics to get on top of that, Violet. Easily. You just see Violet, like a fucking flea, just boop, jump up and land on top of the roof.
And our plan was basically once Violet gets up there, it's like go time, right?
It's go time, yeah. So presumably we need Sherry in place on another nearby roof at this point as well.
I'm gonna say at the same time Sherry was already climbing. Or Sherry,
Yeah.
are you covertly climbing?
I was
Okay.
muted.
Yes.
I will be sneaky climbing.
Okay, first of all, roll stealth.
I'm good at that.
You
Rolls
are.
poorly.
Usually.
Do you want to use a hero point? That's up to you and
How
the whole
many
party.
hero points do we have?
One.
We have one. I do have advantage on my charisma stuff. And maybe someone from the audience before I need it, might maybe give a hero point.
I will use a hero point.
Okay,
Okay.
that's better. Remember, for stealth, DC is 15. For it to work, and then the result is what they need to pass to spot you. So you're trying to be pretty stealthy. Roll a athletics to climb up there. Okay, I'm gonna say you get up there. You find an opening, and you get up on top of the roofs, not too far from there. You get into position.
Oh god. Alright. Violet is going.
RP in position.
The Thunderwave just makes like a loud, basically
Yeah.
booming noise, regardless of what if it hits anything, right?
Yeah, it just makes a loud thunder.
Yeah. It also pushes stuff away from you, so there might be some roof tiles going loose, but
Well, it depends on if she aims upwards. Not really.
well, that's true. Yeah, actually.
But is there anything kind of on the roof?
There's roof tiles and a chimney.
Some
Okay.
confused looking pigeons.
Some confused looking pigeons. Yes, exactly, and lots of bird poop.
Violet will discharge the Thunderwave up into the air, kind of like aiming towards the government building and whatnot, but like not that it would actually hit anything.
Okay, you're trying not to hit anyone. Cool. So you see Violet point her finger. Well, Birdie point her finger. In the distance, the ring shines once more, and then a loud cracking boom, thunder that makes everyone in the distance suddenly yelp, shout in surprise, and then turn around and look towards the dwarf up on the roof. You see guards immediately grab their weapons and look towards the roof.
In in common.
Okay.
But no, everyone here is pretty much like Dwarvish or Goliath, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone speaks. Yeah.
Everyone
Okay, in Dwarvish.
Everyone speaks well. Okay. There's a little detail that you would know because you know
Dialect,
Dwarvish.
right?
There's a very specific dialect they have, which is a very mixture of Giant and Dwarvish. You understand it, but to replicate it, it might be difficult. To do that, if you're trying to do that, it would be a lot harder than to just speak normal Dwarven.
Violet will do. We'll just do common then, because this is a disguise at the end of the day.
Yeah. Okay.
And what she's trying to do, like not her normal voice and kind of a deep voice. Is this going to be a Lord Rurik? I have seen your library. I know that you intend to betray Mother Kyra. Be warned, or else you will fall.
Okay. You're gonna be rolling a performance because this is a performance. You're gonna have advantage.
When you go Bard, you're doing a performance.
And I will say this. You immediately see a squad of Goliath guards run towards you, already ready to try to, get you. Okay, that's a 23. That's a nice roll.
And then the Violet's casting invisibility afterwards. Okay.
What about the silent image?
Jerry.
All right, I cast silent image.
Okay, Sherry. As Violet disappears, you cast silent image. What does it look like, Sherry?
Spooky cloaked figure, and the cloak is covered in spiders, like spider patterns, not spiders.
Okay.
So you're conjuring the image of some sort of Spider Man. Is that yes. what I'm gathering?
So he's wearing a cloak, like a kind of suit that's covered in spider webs.
It's is it red and blue?
I don't know. That might be too much.
Okay. Great. All right. So
I can't wait to see what the name of this episode is.
Yes. So you conjure this creature. Immediately, you see the Goliaths. They stop, draw their crossbows, and 4 of them fire upon this creature.
I'm getting out of there. I'm burning.
You're invisible, but the bolts are still heading in your general direction, so they will have disadvantage to hit you. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use my hero points to take away that disadvantage. No! From 2 of them. So I'm going to... First I'm going to roll the 2 with disadvantage. Work has a point. It could be black and white. It could be the Venom suit.
Venom, yeah.
Yeah.
The Miles Morales suit.
Or Venom. All right. First roll with disadvantage. What is your AC?
It is now 4 points back up to 14.
14. That is a hit. So one of the crossbow bolts heads in the general direction, and you take 5 points of damage, and you're going to roll concentration.
Okie dokie.
Okay, you don't lose concentration. You are still invisible, as the second bolt misses you completely. But now the following ones don't have this advantage.
These guards are like ready to rumble.
I mean, they started shooting. Okay, the third bolt misses you. And the fourth one hits you. Okay, you take 3 points of damage and roll another concentration. Alright, so
Nice.
these two bolts, as you turn invisible, as the invisibility activates, immediately this image of this cloaked individual forms, but you realize something in this moment. Sherry made the cloaked figure right in front of where you are, so all the crossbow bolts heading towards the cloaked figure pass right through the cloaked figure, and two of them hit you, one in the leg and one on the side, as the blood does splatter on the tiles for a moment, but you're still invisible, and you begin to run.
Get the hell out of there.
You get the hell out of there.
And getting the hell out of there, jumping down into the streets, and
Okay, if you jump down towards the streets, you're gonna take some fall damage.
yeah.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, Violet. Once she's kind of very close to hitting the end, so not like right away, but when she's, I don't know. But basically, I guess she's never used this before. She doesn't know how. Once she kind of jumps down, even with super jump, she doesn't have like landing softly ability.
No, the jump ability does not take away fall damage. So even if you jump really high, you're still gonna hurt yourself when you come down.
Okay, Violet, since she doesn't really know how it entails, she will, when she jumps, she's going to cast Feather Fall from the ring, and hope it doesn't, blow up in her face.
You're invisible. You as you're running from the roof, you see they're reloading and trying to shoot another bolt. Not in your direction, because you're not. They are still shooting at the invisible creature. The invisible creature. Sorry, the illusory creature. As you roll, you jump off the building. You activate Feather Fall. The rain shines for just a brief moment, and then it turns black.
Yep, knew that was coming.
And you fall even harder.
Not only do you take 7 points of necrotic damage that courses right through your body, but you immediately plummet and fall the whole way down. So I'm gonna roll for fall damage. Roll another concentration for the necrotic damage.
Hey, does anyone have any hero points?
Nope.
That they might want to donate?
Unfortunately,
No,
Work is out of channel points because he's a sweetheart and gives you all the points. So
I have plenty of channel points.
yeah,
Same.
use them for the queens.
Maybe.
Guys,
maybe
play while I'm
Amara
busy
or
and
a
can't watch.
Please.
Okay,
I have to
fall
spend them on
damage.
horror stream goals.
you take 12 points of fall damage.
All right.
Are you still conscious?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Oh my god! So you jump off the roof. You try to activate the ring. It bursts into necrotic energy throughout your body. You lose your breath. You face plant against the floor with this loud thud that actually makes two people look around. What the hell was that? They're super confused because you're still invisible. But you get up and you limp away. Meanwhile, Sherry, are you jumping off the roof as well?
I won't jump. I will sneak.
Okay, you're still sneaking. Roll another athletics to climb down.
Yeah. I won't rush because I don't want to fall and hurt myself.
Oh, hero point from Lightning.
Thank you so much, Lightning.
Oh boy.
Thank you for
I'm going to use that
enabling
hero
our
point.
Crazy.
Immediately uses a hero point.
Wait, it's an athletics to climb down, not a. I guess it makes sense instead of an acrobatics.
Yeah, it's a long climb. All right, so you climb down and blend into the crowd. What about the others? What about Azure and Gala? You were watching. What are you doing?
Azure is staring in awe of what has happened.
Gala's just I mean, she's probably trying to just react with the crowd like that. She's probably just like, oh, what? Huh?
Okay. All right. Roll a performance, Gala. Is you try?
All
You're,
right.
you're trying to play the innocent bystander, the confused innocent bystander.
That's me.
Please,
The
please.
confused
Oh
innocent
my goodness.
bystander.
You are so confused. Like you actually get two people like, oh, right over there, honey, and they're pointing up towards the roof because you're clearly not looking at it. You're so confused.
Gala's performance was so good that she even forgot for a second that it was Violet.
Yes.
What
yes.
was that?
I can't believe a spider cock's attacking the city. This is crazy.
Oh my! There's like screams. People are spreading out. There's more guards coming in.
So also what we've learned is that Azure's been learning talking to people lessons from Violet. Gala's been taking acting lessons from Violet. What is Sherry learning?
Gala's been learning acting. Yes. Sherry, do you make the illusion disappear or just leave it there?
I make it disappear dramatically by like spinning in place and floating up and disappearing.
Ooh, okay. They even scream even more as then it disappears and everyone seems confused. Guards are starting to stay away, civilians! Keep away! As they're like pushing people to get a perimeter on. Gala and Azure, do you just leave the area?
Yeah.
Azure will look for Violet.
Presumably,
He said told the citizens to leave and not approach. So
Yes, of course. All right. So I assume, let's just say you meet at the Courageous Tankard.
Yeah, I was going to say we're probably meeting there.
It's a good meeting spot. Okay. So you arrive, Gala and Azure. You arrive at Courageous Tankard. As you get there, you see that Sherry is arrived first. And then Violet, you've been there for a while as well, but invisible. Do you drop invisibility?
are we just like we're just in the Courageous Tankard?
Yes, you're at the not inside, but right outside of the Courageous Tankard.
Violet's gonna like tug on Azure's arm a bit and be like, "Hey, let's hide out and let's go back to the room." In a soft voice.
Okay. All right. Let's just say you all go back to the room then.
And then once inside, Violet will drop invisibility.
And I have a question then. As you all look towards Violet, how fucked up do you look?
Well, considering the disguised self is still up, right?
Sure.
Doesn't that mean that you just see her being...
You just see the
healthy?
dwarf, yes.
Can Violet willingly drop that?
Yeah, she can.
Yeah, that she will. And Violet is not in good shape. Because she got hit in the arm with a crossbow, and then in the leg, and then she
and then the explosion, and then the splat.
Yeah, and then nearly broke her leg while falling. Yeah, she just looks like, probably about how kind of like, Gala and Sherry looked when they left.
Pretty much. What's your HP?
I'm 4 HP.
4 HP, yeah. Pretty
You
much.
still have more than we did.
Yeah, so we
had 2
now
and
we've had
3.
We're just
2, 3, 4.
We're counting up. Next
All
is
right,
Azure.
Azure, it's your time to get into crime hijinks and end up with 1 or 5 hit
1 or
points.
5. There we go.
Oh my fucking god! Yeah, so you're in the rooms. There's a bleeding, busted up by Violet right in front of you.
I cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
Oh my god, Violet, you're right. Did they?
They hit me and the ring backfired again when I tried to...
That's not good. This, I'm gonna say it. This ring seems like it might be a bit more trouble than it's worth.
We might... Maybe if tomorrow Azure can see what is kind of affecting it, we can see, but...
Oh, right, yeah. Right. Were there any arrows stuck in
So that's hold on, that's 17 plus 4?
Plus 4, yeah, so 21. There were crossbow bolts stuck in her, but not anymore. As the cure wounds pushes them out and closes the wounds, they stop bleeding.
Garl will, take them and
Thank
clean
you.
them, and Garl will then check. Just like she's gonna check the room. She's gonna walk outside the room and try not to make like a scene of it, but she's looking to see if there's like any blood like stains.
All right, roll an investigation. Yeah, you find a couple of blood drops along the way.
All right, she'll just kind of like smear them with her feet.
Okay.
Just kind of
Right.
they're not being
Yeah, they're hard to
visible
notice.
really.
They're hard to notice, and even harder now that you smear them and whatnot. It's
This is
dark.
a tavern. This is an inn where probably a lot of adventurers have been. That's
Yeah.
probably normal.
This is one of the main taverns in town. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you return, and well, she is healed, and that all happened. Congratulations.
Crime 2, Electric Boogaloo.
But that wasn't crime. That was just public menace. Being a nuisance.
Spider-Man is a public menace, everyone.
Oh
You
my
heard
god.
it first. Jameson was right all along.
All right, bring me that spider thing.
Um,
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god! All right, but yeah. So what do you do? What are you talking about?
All right.
does Azure want to put more? I know the brain is cursed right now, but does she want to put in more healing or something into it for now?
Spider cult?
If you want.
But I mean, before we do anything, maybe we should like figure out what's going on with the ring before we do anything else with it.
Maybe
Well,
that would be
I'm out
good.
of
Yeah.
magic, so I can't put anything in it at all.
Yeah,
Let's-
same. I don't have any charge left on my gadgets.
We probably want to at least hang out a bit and kind of see maybe if anything worked or something. I mean, we definitely, I don't know, and I guess further evaluate what we want to do.
We're gonna need to, well, you're gonna need to recoup to begin with. I'm sorry that I didn't. I thought that they might not react in time. I'm sorry that they caught you, but
No,
I'm
I knew the risk.
let's look on the bright side. It went exactly according to plan. Honestly, I think it went
Well,
perfectly.
except for the crossbow bolts.
Well, yeah, but like as in
I kind of expected to get hit.
we
to be honest.
got out. We put on the show. Lots of people noticed. The fact that so many guards were shooting at you shows that they're aware of it. They definitely heard it. So
Hopefully, it was enough. I'm not sure what else we
we'll-
could do beyond.
that's really the only thing we could have done apart from confess, and I don't really want to do that. So, right. I guess we'll. I mean, we could just. I don't know. Mooch around town, really.
We could. I mean, kind of just an idea.
I do have some stuff I want to work on actually. So if I'll probably take the opportunity to do that.
We should probably.
Let's look at this. Why don't especially Violet and possibly I don't know if Cheryl's seen, but especially Violet and Sherry, who have the most. Just create alibis. Just go somewhere else in town, to make it, just further cement that there's no way this could have possibly been linked to us.
That's a good idea. Real quick, do we think what do we think we're gonna do next? Do we think we're gonna still go after some wyverns, or do we think we'll actually go after the troll now that we won't be with?
Well, I think we could go after the troll really, because if we're not going to go in the wyvern direction anytime soon, unless we want to scout it out. But I think before that we should see what's going on with this ring because it seems like less useful than immediately we
Yeah, no, I agree. I was also thinking maybe we could. I mean, I could go tell Aurelo that we've decided to take him up now, and
Yeah, that's
I mean, it might be some good to generate some, if we did that, and generate some goodwill towards the townspeople some more, because
yeah, exactly.
a lot of crazy stuff has been
Show that
happening
we-
shortly
show that
after we
we-
arrived.
I agree.
Okay, I'll go. Are we all in agreement at that then? Starting tomorrow, we kind of head out, maybe try and
Yeah.
solve that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe maybe
Yeah.
I'll go and talk to Aurelo just because is Violet like completely, well, even if Violet's completely healed, her clothes is probably still a bit torn, so
Violet will do another. We'll do one of her own healing words to kind of.
Sure. She looks. All right. Like even with the healing magic, you never look 100%. You're perfect. But she looks all right. Like at worst, she stumbled and tripped down the stairs a little bit.
all right.
Yeah.
Change.
Oh, that brings her up. I mean, again, it doesn't feel everything, but she's now at full HP.
Oh, yeah, she's all right. She's okay.
She tripped out of bed in the morning.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Change into some new clothes. So and then maybe we can all go and see Aurelo and tell him that we're accepting the job.
All right. So you change to new clothes and you all gather up and you start heading towards the inner city. As you get to the gate of the basically, because the enchanters is within the old Griffin Crest. As you get to the Southway gate, you notice that the gates are closed, and there's a small opening to the side where people are being checked when they go in, because the city is in alert. They seem to have gone into lockdown, and they are checking everyone that goes in and out of the city.
The general store is in the Night Cross outside the walls, right?
Yes, the general store is in a night cross.
Maybe we could go check with the general store and ask him if he can next time, if he can just let Aurelo know that we're gonna go after it.
Well, that's outside the walls, right? Or did you say inside the walls?
The general store is outside the walls.
Yeah, so we need to go outside either way.
Oh, we are outside, right?
You
No,
are
we're
outside.
inside.
The tavern
are
is
outside,
outside,
okay.
and the general store is outside.
Right, okay.
I will say this: you didn't get all the details, but that's up to you if you wanna do that.
Didn't get
All the details about the actual where the troll is, you mean, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we didn't.
We could. I mean, it might be a good. idea
They are letting people in. They're just checking. They seem to
Can
be
we
asking
see-
questions and whatnot.
They're just asking questions.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe let's just kill
Let's
some
go.
time first, and not
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
maybe in the morning.
Like I said, I've got stuff to work on anyway, so
Yeah.
I can just do that.
All right. So
Just go and be somewhere else. Outside, if you make it known that you're clearly outside the walls, then not necessarily make it known, but
you can hang out. Like there's like small gardens and whatnot outside, and you can hang out there.
just do something else.
Or you can go to a cafe or something like. Yeah, you can do stuff like yeah. So
Violet's gonna walk up to Azure.
okay.
Azure,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not.
can't lie about it.
I know I'm not really good about this sort of thing, but would you come with me to the church and help me pray for Birdie?
Azure just stares at Violet, eyes wide open. Okay.
Thanks. I just
It's not really hard.
I'm just well. I know. I'm just. If you were there, somewhere more religious, then than me. I do believe. It's just that it will help me feel better.
Yes, I'll go with you. Well, don't worry. But just so you know, when I'm praying, I don't do the typical prayers. Father Ariamis always said it doesn't really matter. Prayer is about speaking to the light, and you can speak to the light however you want. It will always listen.
I see. Well, maybe still being by your side would be good. Maybe
Yeah,
I
yes.
think it would help me.
But please, just don't worry if you don't know the correct prayer to put the left shoe in the morning first, or scratch your butt cheeks after a cold. The light doesn't really care.
Vi knowingly nods her head as if she gets exactly what Azure is saying, while very confused by these analogies.
Of course.
and
As you should be.
They'll kind of head off toward the church. Is within the night cross, right?
Yes, it's in the night. It's right next to the gate, so you're not far from
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
the two of you are going to the church. Gala, what are you doing?
Gala's just going to go back to her room and she's going to tinker around with some bits and pieces.
Okay, Sherry, what are you doing?
Well, party seems to be splitting up. I guess I'm gonna.
Do a crime?
No more crime right now. They're on high
Aw.
alert. That would be bad.
Gala will, if Sherry wants, Gala will say you can. I don't know if you'll find it interesting, but you can join me if you want,
Okay.
Sherry.
All right.
I'll
It'll
show
be
you
interesting
about
seeing how somebody who actually knows how their magic works does things.
Well, that's the thing. It's not magic; it's technology. And Gala goes on to explain in way too much detail.
Sure.
I can already imagine like Sherry's eyes going in the opposite directions as she loses interest.
Sherry immediately regrets her decision.
Man, in some sort of like multiverse setting, like one shot, we need to get Gala and Demir in the same room.
Oh my god. Oh my
Ultimate
god.
nerds.
Oh god. All right, so you, Gala, what are you doing in the room, or do you not want to share?
No, I can share. So Gala is so Gala will say this to Sherry. This is just in brief. Gala, after the infiltration, Gala was inspired, just in case, not necessarily to do a crime, but in case there needs to be sneaky stuff done again in the future. Gala's been inspired to make some modifications and create a mode for her armor that will allow her to be sneaky, which is the infiltrator version for her.
Yes,
her
of
armor.
course. Yes. Yeah, we get it. Okay.
That would help a lot because your armor is really not sneaky.
Actually, you know what? Having Sherry there might actually be great for that, because Sherry knows how to sneak.
That is true.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why Gala was like, because Sherian kind of inspired this, and Gala's like, when you sneak, what kind of things do you need to keep in mind? Have you got any tips? That kind of thing.
Yeah,
Is what she's asking.
Step 1, don't make noise.
Got it. All right, so I'll add in the dampening field, which reduces the the disadvantage from my armor to regular.
Yeah. All right, so you work on that while the others are praying. The rest of the day passes. You do note that the gate stays closed. They are still in a high alert until after you go to bed. You don't know how long that stuck around. In the morning, 6 silver, by the way, for the stay.
Yeah.
Prepare to detect evil and good, Azure.
That would be a good idea.
All right. You in the morning, you get downstairs. there's a lot of hustle and bustle in the tavern about the spider man thing that showed up yesterday and caused a commotion and scared people. And you know, retelling the story, some embellishing it. Some were saying that it was a 20-foot tall creature with spider mandibles. Others saying it was a small creature with white spider eyes that were very confusing. Others saying it wasn't a Spider-Man thing, it was a Spider-Woman thing. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of different stories. You get the sense that while the town is still on high alert, they're still asking information from people that go in. They're allowing people in, but they're more of it's getting harder to go into the walled part of the city. But they only ask a couple of questions apparently. But yeah, so do you want to go to the gate and
I think we have something to do first.
Okay.
Detective and good.
Yeah.
Because
Would
you
like
typed.
to detect evil and good. Or detect evil on the ring.
Okay, so you try to detect evil. It's not per se evil that you detect, but you do detect some cursed, unconsecrated magic. There is some some kind of curse attached to this ring.
Some sort of bad juju.
Bad juju indeed, yes.
It's cursed. It's bad.
Oh,
Do you-
what then?
Do you know what kind of curse?
It doesn't
No.
tell you. It doesn't tell you, but it does tell you like how strong it is. It's pretty entrenched into the ring, and you get the sense that it has spread to Violet.
Violet. You are. You have it. It's in you. You're cursed. Let's go to the church. Let's go to the church right now, and they'll fix you. They have to. It's what we do. We fix things. We heal. That's what we do.
Cost a bit of money.
I
Time
don't care. We
add
fix things.
another quest to our list to get something for someone to do something for us before we can go to
Can I ask the DM a question?
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at
Sev.
Sev. I love you, man.
Thank you.
All right. So, what would be the question?
You know, in maybe a past campaign or something, when a certain party member got cursed with an object, they sort of, felt a strong sense of attachment to the object.
Yes.
And...
Now that you mention it, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, you kind of don't want to get rid of it. The first thought you get is, I mean, the curse isn't so bad. It just activates if you use the spell. So if you don't use the magic, you can keep the ring on you. It's not that big of a deal. Maybe you could just, Now you know it's cursed, so you know the problems. So it's not that.
Let's get the curse removed, and everything will be fine.
Yeah. We removed the curse from you, and that's it, Violet. Really, it's not complicated at all. I've seen other RMs do it. Then that one time, probably the cleric can do it. It's easy. It's easy. Just let's go there, and you'll fix you. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Can I insight check? Sure.
I mean, sure. I mean, listen, I don't like inside checks and deception checks between players. Like, what would she knows Azure better than anyone else. What would she deduce from that reaction?
Violet knows Azure is a terrible liar, but also she trusts her. So
Azure can be lying, or Azure can just be cringe. You know, it's hard to spot the difference.
Yes, it's a fine line between cringe and lying.
Or cringe.
Violet will
Also, Sev from okay, I remember that reference. Right, yeah, the barely inconvenience. Nice, I remember that.
Okay, if you think so, Azure.
Yeah. I'm a doctor, right? Trust me, it's fine.
Okay.
Unfortunately, medicine does not cure curses.
Yeah.
Yet. Yet. All right, so you head to the church. You get to the Church of Light, and you immediately see the Lumen Alberich. He actually seems to be getting ready for a sermon.
So now we're gonna sit here patiently, listen to the sermon. It will only do good, and afterwards you wait here with Violet. I'll go talk to the Lumen, and we'll see what can be done. All right?
Okay.
All right, Violet.
Violet,
You sit here with Gal and Sherry patiently.
do you really want to get rid of the ring, though?
Well, Azure's saying just get rid of the curse. That's get rid of the curse and still keep the ring, right?
Yeah. It's with the curse. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. As you sit there for 1 hour, as the sermon goes on and on and on, more thoughts begin to enter you, Violet. What if they take the ring after the curse is removed?
It's so precious.
I'm not her precious.
What if they take your ring?
I can get away. I have spells. I can make myself invisible. I can run away quickly. I can put them to sleep. But they wouldn't do that. Azure's my friend, and so are Gala and Sherry. They wouldn't do that. They did.
Violet, as you're saying that, you look to the side. All three of your friends are looking at the ring. Or were they? Wait. It looked like they were looking at it, but when you looked at them, they looked
Two
away.
of them aren't even there.
Wait,
Gala wants that armor. It was the armor that back in Bladeport. What if they don't really? What if they're not afraid of the curse, but they want an excuse? So Gala can get it, can get that armor. Can give it back. We hand it back into the enchanter, or the other guy, the person who's looking after this stuff, that they can, get treasures and they. But Violet starts to stand up.
Okay. Also, I just want to point out, this is the next morning. I assumed Gala and Sherry were with the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
As soon as we learned ring bad, we were like, yeah, we should get that checked out.
All right. Garland might not be there for the whole sermon.
Gala,
Sherry
I
lost
will
interest about 1 minute in and is now aimlessly looking around the ceiling and imagining what would happen if ninjas broke in and she had to fight them.
I love it. Epic battle ensues in your head. Nice.
This is the ultimate showdown.
I will say, Gala, you do have your new armor, because with the help of Sherry and the whole night, you managed to make the adjustments.
It's true.
All right. So, the sermon begins to... No, wait. You stand up. Yes. Violet, you stand up.
Starts to stand up.
Okay.
Azure looks at her with a menacing look. Violet, it's rude to stand up in the middle of a sermon.
Does Violet know if it is rude to stand up during the middle of a sermon?
I mean, usually it's frowned upon, yeah.
Violet cowers back down and sits.
Ah, yes. The shame and awkwardness beats the curse.
Look, we already well established when we were going to do crimes that Azure is the guilty conscience of Violet.
Nah, she's the sheep.
The shoulder angel.
Yeah, Violet's the sheep. So as the sermon winds down, the people start to split away. You get a chance to talk to Lumen Alberic.
So Azure will go there, but before she goes, she turns to the others and says, "Okay, you just sit here peacefully, quietly, and I'll be right back. All right? Don't worry, everything is all right." And she goes.
Okay. Violet, do you stay?
Yeah, Violet stays.
Okay, cool. So you go talk to the Lumen, and Lumen's like, "Oh, I keep seeing your face around here. It's always wonderful sight. Hello, Azure."
Yes, it's a great honor to meet you again,
Yes.
sir. And I have an issue that I need your help with. You see, our friend has come into possession of a cursed object, and she's under the effects of the curse at the moment.
Oh, that's dreadful.
Yes. So we were wondering if you could remove the attachment, the obsessive attachment that my friend has over the item.
Well, yes, removing a curse from an item is not possible, but removing the curse from the person is indeed possible.
Wonderful.
We do provide such a service for a fee.
Oh, as I completely understand.
Of course, you know very well how things work. I trust.
Yes.
Acolyte Azure.
I was wondering, however, is how much would you require for such a service?
Ah, yes, of course. A donation of 90 gold to the church is usually what is acceptable. And he looks at you straight in the eye.
I suppose that can be arranged. But I would also require that as a professional, you would understand that my friend is not
He puts a hand on your shoulder and goes. He puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, "Breathe, child."
Gives her a
Good.
paper bag.
Magically appears out of nowhere. Yes.
We might have to hold her down.
Ah, yes. Don't worry. I can get the other acolytes to do that. And he turns to the acolytes, snaps his fingers.
No. That would alert her. We're dealing with a powerful magician here. It would be best if me and the other companions would hold her down for this.
All right. You give the signal.
All right. So let's go, and I'll just hold her down.
Okay.
Right.
I will be looking in the opposite direction. Ah, fellow little acolyte, come here! As he turns to another acolyte, trying to pretend to talk to the very confused acolyte.
Azure will signal Gala, Sherry, and Violet to come.
Yeah, Gala will
Okay.
stand up and head over.
Okay, Violet, you are walking. You are also going with them, I assume.
Lags behind.
Okay.
Has enhance ability on herself.
Okay. Okay. Muttering enhance ability. You all notice that she is doing that.
Violet, are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just this. The spring. It's this. Oh, I just don't feel too terribly well.
But that's alright.
Specifically, she's casting Cat's Grace.
Okay.
on
Cool.
her.
Cool. All right.
Don't worry, we'll help you feel better soon.
All right. You reach Azure.
Sure. Will grab Violet's hand. Violet, everything is going to be now.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. Okay. All right. So, I assume Violet, you're not letting her grab you.
Oh hell no!
Okay. All right. I will say this. Be honest, Gala, Sherry, are you expecting this and helping, or are you as confused as possible?
Gala has no idea what the hell is happening.
I have no idea what's happening.
Okay, so it's just Azure versus Violet. So roll. Let's just say old school athletics versus acrobatics.
Oh boy, look at that! I have advantage on my acrobatics. My dexterity.
God.
Oh my
Oh.
god! So
Look at that.
immediately you see Violet as Azure lunges at her. Violet just slips, sidesteps, and Azure falls on her face as Violet starts to slip away.
Violet starts sprinting towards the door.
Okay, immediately you all also hear the lumen go, and several acolytes start rushing towards Violet.
How far away is the door?
It's I don't know, 50 feet.
Okay, Gala is going to. She just kind of like reaches down to her boot and kind of like pulls on like a cord or something, and the boot suddenly light up and kind of crackle with energy, and then she disappears and reappears in front of Violet in the way of the door to try to grab her, and she's just like, I'm sorry, Violet.
All right, roll an athletics versus another acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh,
I love this spell.
Holy shit! All right, so as you appear, suddenly Violet jumps over you with some cat's grace and flips over your head. You're not very tall, so it's not that hard. But she flips over your head, landing on the other side. Sherry, what are you doing in this moment?
Let me check. Can I hit just where Violet is with a sleep spell?
I'm gonna say you
Range
have
90 feet.
a lot of movement. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
All right. Roll that sleep spell.
Oh.
What is Violet's HP?
Oh man, well even if that was enough, Violet's half elf.
Ah! Sherry doesn't know that.
So Sherry can't sleep, and Violet just keeps running.
I'm trying.
The acolytes try to catch up to her, but they were not expecting her to just dash at such speed. Violet, you reach the outside of the church as everyone is. You have several people running after you.
Violet's outside the church now.
Yeah.
Invisibility.
Oh shit. Okay. You all look outside, and you see as Violet looks back, and she vanishes. And that's where we're gonna end the session tonight.
Oh my goodness.
This was the best session.
I love.
I don't know why you expected me to be able to hold down somebody like twice my size.
I
and who's
didn't.
immune to my
nearly
crowd
got
control.
I didn't. I was just as curious to see what we were gonna do. That was amazing.
It was so awesome.
Oh my god, these sessions have been chef's kiss.
We haven't gotten nowhere, by the way. Just...
In a way, we may be even more misfitty than the misfits.
Oh my fucking
Yeah.
god, this is true.
Okay, let's see. So, we got a dwarf killed. We got another dwarf arrested.
Look, listen, we didn't get that dwarf killed. He died on his own.
Sure. Maybe.
You have no idea.
I just want to
Wait,
point out
what?
that we entered this session thinking we were about to accompany what turns out to be like a level like 13 or 14 paladin onto quest, and we ended with Violet running away because she's going to get her precious stolen after committing a terrorist act in the middle of town that has caused the city to go into lockdown.
Yes.
Yeah, and possibly
Over
causing a
terrorist
war
behavior.
between the spiders and the city.
Nefarious Spider-Man.
Fucking amazing.
Summer is safe.
Oh, also, we now owe more money to someone else. So, that's...
I mean, possibly.
To be fair, he hasn't casted
Yeah.
Remove Curse yet.
Yeah, you haven't paid yet, but he
Yeah.
hasn't done it yet, so that's fair.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yet.
Either way. Well, he trusts Azure because Azure is part of the church, so he trusts that she's good for it.
Yeah.
But either way, this session was amazing.
This session was so good.
You guys are insane, and I love it. But yeah, we're gonna be rating someone playing friends of the channel, Galaxy Fest. They have an ongoing Mass Effect campaign, and you all know we love the Mass Effect here for obvious reasons. I think they're on session 7, so that's great. And yeah, join us next week to see what the fuck happens next. Because I'm as curious as you guys are. And yeah, bye everyone. Good night.
I believe next
Bye,
week will probably be something like, I don't know, maybe more crime.
More crime, yes.
More terrorism, or more